Imagine living in a world where computers don't exist. No smartphones, no internet, no calculators. Every single calculation had to be done by hand. In the early 1800s, thousands of people worked as human computers, spending long days solving complex mathematical equations with nothing but pen, paper, and patience. But humans made mistakes, and sometimes those mistakes could cost ships their way across the ocean, or even lives. That's when one man began asking a question that sounded impossible at the time. What if a machine could calculate for us? The early 19th century was a time of massive change. Factories were rising across cities, steam engines powered industry, and science was advancing faster than ever before. But there was one major problem. The world depended heavily on accurate mathematical tables. These tables helped sailors navigate oceans, engineers design bridges, and scientists understand the stars. But because humans created them, many of these tables were filled with errors, and those errors caused serious problems. One man became determined to fix it. His name was Charles Babbage. Charles Babbage was born in London in 1791. From a young age, he showed an extraordinary fascination with numbers and machines. While other children played outside, Babbage spent hours studying mathematics and mechanical devices. Later, he attended Cambridge University, where he became known for his brilliant mind and unconventional ideas. But one day, while reviewing mathematical tables used by scientists, Babbage noticed something disturbing. The tables were full of calculation mistakes, and that's when he had a revolutionary thought. Instead of relying on humans to perform calculations, why not build a machine that could do it automatically? In 1822, Charles Babbage proposed a machine he called the difference engine. It was designed to automatically calculate mathematical tables with perfect accuracy. The machine was entirely mechanical, made from thousands of carefully crafted brass gears, metal rods, and rotating wheels. When the gears turned together, the machine could perform calculations step by step. For the first time in history, a machine could replace human calculation. But Babbage wasn't satisfied with just that. He imagined something far more powerful, a machine that could follow instructions, store information, and solve many different problems. He called it the Analytical Engine, and this design would become the blueprint for the modern computer. The Analytical Engine was astonishingly advanced for its time. Babbage designed it with components that mirror the computers we use today. It had something called the mill, which acted like the brain of the machine, performing calculations. It also had the store, which functioned as memory, holding numbers and data. Instructions would be fed into the machine using punched cards, a system inspired by textile machines that use similar cards to control weaving patterns. Once the instructions were entered, the machine could perform calculations automatically and produce results. More than a century before modern computers existed, Charles Babbage had already imagined them. When the gears turned and the mechanisms moved, the machine performed mathematical operations step by step. Each gear represented numbers. Each rotation carried calculations forward. It was slow compared to modern computers, but at the time, it was a breathtaking achievement. For the first time in human history, a machine could process information mechanically. Around this time, a brilliant mathematician named Ada Lovelace began working with Charles Babbage. She quickly realized something extraordinary. Babbage's machine could do far more than calculate numbers. It could follow instructions, which meant it could potentially perform many different tasks. Ada Lovelace began writing detailed instructions for how the machine could solve mathematical problems. These instructions became the first computer program ever written. In fact, Ada Lovelace predicted something astonishing. She believed that one day, machines like this could create music, art, and graphics. More than 150 years later, her prediction came true.
Like and subscribe to this channel for more content like this.
Yes, like and subscribe for more.